Narayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiki Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So continuing with the discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 14, Lord Krishna explains the yoga system to Shri Uddhav. Text 16 onwards. Nirveksham munim shantam nirvaram samdarshanam anubrajami aham nityam puyayeti angri renubhi. So Krishna is further speaking to Uddhav that with the dust of my devotees' lotus feet, I desire to purify the material worlds which are situated within me. Thus I always follow the footsteps of my pure devotees, who are free from all personal desire, wrapped in thought of my pastimes, peaceful, without any feelings of enmity, and of equal disposition everywhere. Krishna says, with the dust of my devotees' lotus feet, I desire to purify the material worlds. He doesn't say I purify them. Just as the devotees always follow the footsteps of Lord Krishna, similarly, Lord Krishna, being a devotee of his devotees, follows the footsteps of his devotees. A pure servitor of the Lord is always meditating on the pastimes of the Lord and considering how to assist the Lord in his mission. All the material universes are situated in Shri Krishna's body, as demonstrated to Arjuna, Mother Yashoda, and others. Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God, and therefore there is no question of impurity in the Lord. Still, the Lord desires to purify the universes situated within him by taking the dust of the lotus feet of his pure devotees. Without the dust of the lotus feet of the devotees, it's not possible to engage in pure devotional service, without which one cannot directly experience transcendental bliss. Lord Krishna thought, I have established a strict rule that one can enjoy my transcendental bliss only through devotional service obtained from the dust of the lotus feet of my devotees. Since I also desire to experience my own bliss, I'll observe the standard procedure and accept the dust of my devotees' feet. See, so much he loves his devotees, so much he cares for his devotees. And that is why any offense committed towards his pure devotee, Krishna takes it very seriously. Srila Madhvacharya points out that Lord Krishna follows the footsteps of his devotees in order to purify them. As the Lord walks along behind his pure devotees, the wind blows the dust of the Lord's feet in front of his devotees, who then become purified by contact with such transcendental dust. One should not foolishly look for material logic in these transcendental pastimes of the Lord. It is simply a question of love between the Lord and his devotees. So much of love he has for his devotee. He doesn't have love for jnanis or karmis or yogis or anybody, only for his devotees. Also, someplace I read that just like if somebody is walking in hot sun, he can tolerate the heat on his head, but he cannot tolerate it on his feet. So see, Krishna, when he is there and it is said that his devotees are at his lotus feet. So any offense committed towards Krishna, he tolerates it. But offense committed towards his devotees who are situated at his lotus feet, he can never tolerate. Just like today is Bhagavad Gita Jayanti, Gita is spoken today. And after Gita is spoken, war started. Bhishma Pitama, the greatest warrior who had the benediction of he can die whenever he wants to. Oh, he will die only whenever he wants to. Otherwise, nobody could kill him. Still, Krishna made Arjuna defeat Bhishma Dev. Why? Because although Bhishma Dev is also a Mahajan, he is one of the 12 Mahajans. But it's a matter of Krishna's pastime that Bhishma Dev took side of Kauravas who were against Krishna's devotees. So even Bhishma Dev, although the biggest warrior, nobody could defeat him, nobody could kill him, but still he lost because he was against Krishna's devotees. This is how much he loves his devotees, and he is ready to do anything for his devotees. Further, he says, Nishkinchana mai anurakta chetas shanta mato akhil jivo kamarana labda dhiyo jushantite yanner peksham navidu sukham man. Those without any desire for personal gratification. So Nishkinchanan and Nirpeksha, two words will come, whose minds are always attached to me, who are peaceful, without false ego, and merciful to all living entities, and whose consciousness is never affected by opportunities for sense gratification. Such persons enjoy in me a happiness that cannot be known or achieved by those lacking such detachment from the material. Lacking such detachment, those who are completely attached to the material world, they cannot enjoy the happiness that is enjoyed by the devotees. The pure devotees always experience transcendental bliss in their service to Shri Krishna, the reservoir of all pleasure. Thus, they are completely detached from material pleasure and do not desire even liberation. Since all others have some personal desire, they cannot experience such happiness. Pure devotees always desire to give Krishna consciousness happiness to others, and therefore they're called Mahanta, or great souls. In the course of a devotee's service, many opportunities for sense gratification arise. But a pure devotee is not tempted or attracted and does not fall down from his exalted transcendental position. And why? Because they're getting so much of pleasure in the service of Krishna. They don't care for all these material, temporary, fleeting pleasures. So that's why they enjoy more than anybody attached to the material world, the possessions, the pleasures of material world. And this is something karmis cannot understand. Why is it so? They're always running after money, power, position, opposite sex, everything. But they cannot enjoy. They don't enjoy. Enjoyment is not just through senses. Senses keep their work, but finally it's the mind and ultimately it's the soul. Through the soul we enjoy. Sense gratification, or just having billions of dollars in my bank account, it can give me some comfort, some satisfaction, but the pleasure is not there because there is always fear. Somebody will come steal it away. I might lose it somehow or other. But spiritual pleasure is something. Nobody can steal it away. Nobody can take it away. It will never end. And as we know from scriptures, one who has made spiritual progress, it's always there, permanent. Next life also, we start from wherever we live. So nobody can take away that pleasure. And this is something only devotees relish. And here it is akinchana. And they don't have anything material, and they don't even have a desire for anything material. But still, they have the highest pleasure. I guess I will stop here today. Sorry. So we'll take it up tomorrow. So you hope you all have a safe and wonderful day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Do we have a class, Gita class today, Prabhuji?
No, मुश्किल है.
मुश्किल है, चलो कोई नहीं,
आप
ठीक है.
chanting करो.
ओके ओके, ठीक है. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.